Alright, this is a final tutorial video for Brino 1. And I'm gonna time scale through the entire cutscene because we don't really want to watch this. It's pretty boring and long. So we're just gonna fast forward through this. This whole conversation here, doesn't matter. So, whatever. Once Breen... Okay, oh, it's one bit more. There we go. Once Breen shoots with the gravity gun, there we go, you regain control of Gordon. So, fastest strat, I'm gonna show the chair clip first. Just faster in game time, slower RTA because it's a really long clip, but it's the fastest way. So I'll grab the chair. After that conversation, Alex will come here. Gotta be ready. Enter the elevator with a chair. And don't put the chair in the middle of the way with Alex. So just stand in this corner and yeah, there's the elevator here. You want to teleport Alex as soon as you reach the top of the elevator. You need to slowly put down the chair on her head to teleport her. Nothing much to do while we wait. Yeah. Make a save here, just in case. So he starts running. Put the chair down. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, try a couple of more times see if I get it. But there we go. That's a teleport. It's not a big deal. It saves us some seconds. Now here, this is something weird. The chair like drops to the ground when you're pushing it towards the force field. So what I do for it to work, first of all, make a safety save before the force field in case you fail the strat. Wanna double tap E. Do this. Crash the chair between the doors. Grab the gravity gun and be back on top of the chair for when it regains collision. In this case, it didn't regain collision. It's somewhat rare for this to happen. If this happens, this is the reason you have a safety save. So you load your safety save, do that again, double tap E. Okay, that kind of fucked up the position of the chair. So there we go. If that happens, you either were too slow or something went wrong. Try again. See, that's the reason you want to double tap E, because if you drop the chair in the ground, you're not gonna be fast enough. So once the chair regains collision, you'll be stuck here. You're gonna save load down, and there are several things that you need to take into account here. You see you have 120 UPS here. You don't want to save load tick perfectly like it was a void clip, because you're gonna move from the place you're gonna be and you're gonna end up stuck on that wall. So you save load and until you get 4 UPS. Once you get 4 UPS, you go down. See? It's a really long void clip that I'm not gonna show it entirely because it takes forever, but you just crouch save load until the end of the map like I'm doing right now, and you should end up like, once you do all this clip, you clip down and last save load should pull you down around here. I'm not gonna do the entire save load chain because it's way too long. So that's the chair clip. There's another strat that you can use that it's slower in-game time but more friendly RTA because it doesn't require like a 3-4 minute clip. I'm gonna show it right now. It's ring climb. So what you need to do is, you know, these statues from the beginning of the map, you know, there are 2 statues. You grab one of these and you put it on this orientation like this. Grab that and you can teleport Alex as well with this. It's kind of harder with the statue, but whatever, it doesn't matter, it's not too important. Again, make a safety save. You need to throw the statue away, grab the gravity gun, grab the statue with the gravity gun, and do a really fast wall climb all the way there. And if you're not fast, like I'm doing right now, you're gonna lose a lot of HP. This HP is not safe, so you need to, if that happens, you need to retry. So you want to have at least 40 HP for this. Oh, you can also grab it with E, I guess. kind of tricky. This strat is better for races or for cutscenes when you don't want to spend like a million years waiting for a clip to happen. So we pretty much use this strat for those cases. But you need to be quite fast for the wall climb. So the 43 HP is fine. You can get some alone time with Dr. Brain here. That's pretty creepy, but whatever. Just anyways, no matter the strat you use, you will end up here. The chair clip ends up popping you there, or you use spring clip and end up exiting the elevator. So once you do that, you come here. You need to jump here. You can just jump like this, which is kind of boring and slow, or you can just ASH on top of it. It's faster, like that. Now, there's a trigger here, which I already hit, but I'm gonna show it anyways because it's important. You see that trigger? If you avoid that trigger, let's say you miss it, you don't touch it, the orb receptacles will be empty. You won't have orbs to do the strat. So you need to be standing here. Oops, I mean here. There we go. And now the orbs are spawned. That's really important because if you don't spawn the orbs, you won't be able to do the strat. So ASH, or I'm sorry, just whatever. Cross the other way, hit the trigger, grab that monitor, this one, very important. And you want to position this monitor on this orientation. Here. You see there's like a red thing here. I use this as my guideline of if I have it on the right orientation or not. I put it on an angle like that, like on this direction. Then once you position the monitor here, grab the orb, and you don't have too much time to do this. You need to stand on top of the monitor on this corner and shoot the orb upwards to do the boost. This is called brain launch. Once you launch up, there's like some invisible stuff that you can land on. If you crouch here and uncrouch in the air, you get no fall damage. That's important. So again, there's no setup for this. What I use, the closest to a setup is like aim as close as to this like junction of the monitor, like that line that separates the monitor here. Aim for that. I usually aim for that and it works. Let's do it again. It's, for the most part, it's a consistent trick unless you position your monitor in a wrong way. See? Aim, you can take the time and aim there and it's gonna work. But don't take too much time because the orbs, as you will see right now, let's say you're just jumping around, you cannot do the setup and the orb goes away. So you need to be pretty fast on your setup. So anyways, grab an orb, do the launch. It's not too precise, you just throw it out. And it works. Land, okay, you need to land there. Importantly. I can actually show the landing properly now. Sometimes with the monitor, it's kind of difficult to go to the left. If that happens, just jump and go to the left. That sometimes happens in that case. Also, if you aim too much to the middle of the monitor, the brain launch doesn't work. So you wanna stand on top of the corner of the monitor, like there. Oh, there was a really low launch. Nice. This is the fastest way, but if you don't have HP, you're dead. Keep that in mind. There we go. So this is high enough to reach the landing zone. So again, land here, crouch, and then uncrouch in the air. You won't lose any HP. From here on, there are several strats you can do. There are actually 2 strats. You can... I'm gonna show the easiest one, I guess, first. You can walk here. There's like a platform. You want some HP because there are gonna be gunships flying around and they will shoot at you. And if you don't have HP, you're gonna die. So you crouch here and land on that thing, but you have to uncrouch to not take full damage. If you just go and do that, you're gonna take a lot of damage. So crouch, then uncrouch, and then drop down. There's a trigger here. That trigger makes the core open. Once the core opens, there are gonna be gunships start to spawning around. So you gotta be quick. Just hit the trigger and start shooting yours. This is the easiest one. It's also the slowest one, but if you're new to running this game, you don't want to bother with the hard strats, you can do this. It's 3 orbs into the core, but you have to break the armor first. So there we go. And that's the end of the game. The core will explode. Alex will come out of here. Oh, never mind. I have the EA disabled. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens. So when the explosion happens, that is time. This is the run over when the explosion happens. That's strat number 1. Strat number 2 that you can do, it's jumping into the core and shooting the orbs into the core, which is kind of hard. You need to hit the trigger and AVH into the core. Like that. There we go. You need to land on this thing. You have to be quick, because if you take some time to line up and do that, you're not gonna be able to land there. So hit the trigger and instantly AVH there. You can even be swag, and I don't know if I'm gonna get this, but there we go. You can grab the orb when going into the core. Once you're here, you want to stand. This is kind of hard to explain with the orb on my hands, so I'm gonna drop it. You need to stand, you know, this metal thing. Stand around here with the orb. Watch out that don't explode the orb with the armor. So once you do this, shoot the orb, shoot another orb, and finally shoot the 3rd orb and suicide into the core. At this point, don't touch any buttons. Any button that you touch will make you reload a save, so that's time loss. Again, jump here into the metal thing. Aim a bit higher for that, maybe. It's kind of tricky. The position is very tricky. So shoot 1, 2, 3. Jump into the core. You need to be lower than 45 HP or something like that. If you have too high HP, the game will not finish. I don't know why. And if you do this strat, live split would not finish by its own. You have to split manually for the last split at the moment of explosion. But you'd finish the game anyways. Like, the entire cutscene will play, it's just you're dead in the cutscene. If you cannot, for whatever reason, die into the core, I mean, that's the strat I recommend, but if you cannot do that, for whatever reason, you wanna stand on this piece of armor here. You jump here, and jump and throw the orbs. Of course, if you're slow, gunships will start shooting, and I'm dead. See, so if you do this, you have to be kinda quick. You can also jump on top of that one, but... Okay. But yeah. This is much riskier, but some people do this strat. I don't like it because of this reason. Sometimes the gunships just destroy you. And it's kind of tricky to jump and throw the orbs on top of the core. Unless you jump on... Like, you can stand here on this thing and throw the orbs from there, but it's kind of tricky to jump there and be there on top of that thing. So honestly, I don't recommend this strat. I'm just showing it because some people do it. But as you can see, do that. There we go. And that's the game done. You can even stand here, or you can jump again here, whatever. Anyways, any of the 3 strats, you're done with the game. Congratulations. Okay. That's it. That's pretty much it. So if you have any doubts on the mechanics of the game, or just have any questions, be sure to ask on the comment section, and also be sure to watch the 2 appendix videos, which I explain a lot of the mechanics of the game there in depth, and also the clipping video. If you're struggling with voice clipping or clipping in general, you should watch that. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy running this game as much as I do. So see you next time.